All right, so we're talking about whys, and I was going to tell you guys a little bit about my why. My why comes down to I have 5 kids. It all kind of started when I was in high school. I met my husband. We went to prom together 2 years in a row. We got married very young, and so we started off a family when I was 18. We had a child in the NICU, and from there, it just kind of spirals a little bit out of control. My son, who was born in the NICU, didn't make it, and it was a really traumatic experience for us. We lost him and another baby in the same year. And then we found out that I was pregnant with my daughter, and she was expected to be a really high-risk pregnancy, and it was really scary. So we picked up everything and moved to Columbia, even though we had a house in another town, and kind of started over here. And so that put us closer to the doctors, but it also really made a huge difference in our income. We decided, because of the situations, that we really wanted me to be home with her, and being home with her made it to where we only had the one income. And by the time that we had 3 children, which was just 5 years down the road, my husband lost his job. So we were kind of in a boat without a paddle. And so I took little odd jobs and did little odd things to pull the ends together. And I did transcription and babysat and did everything at once sometimes. And it was really exhausting, and so we really were kind of hoping to eventually find something, but we were really looking still at the conventional way of making a living. So my husband was working on finding jobs, and a lot of those jobs were overnights. And then he found a job, and he went to Steelville, and he worked at Steelville, and that was a really hard situation because that was it was 3 hours from here. So he didn't come home but once a week, and I had just had my 5th baby. So it was really rough for us, and I said, forget it, come home. We aren't getting the house sold in time. Let's just pick up and cut our losses. And I started with Simply Aroma and kind of got going. I found out that it was a really great opportunity. I didn't really see that there was that opportunity there at first. At first, I really saw it as a way to improve my husband's health and improve the health of my children who have really severe allergies. And then I kind of started to hear that there really was a lot more opportunity than I was giving in my head to it. So I went ahead and I started actually marketing and trying to build a business, and I'm having a really, really huge amount of success. So my initial why has really changed. It was my why that I just didn't recognize. It was a how I was looking for, and Simply Aroma has become the how. And my why is actually to become a full-time family and be able to take my kids and travel and work in third world nations and help with poverty and building schools and stuff. I want the kids to see a whole different cultural level, but I also want them to have a special bond with both of us. And I see that the only real way to have the time that we need to do all of that is really for him to be home with me. So that is our why. And our whole family just is excited to become a full-time family.